Hi everyone. So today we are going to talk about our next topic, which is acid-base balance. And before starting it, we should know the meaning of pH. So what is pH? So generally pH means the hydrogen ion concentration. Um, so body's blood pH is strictly regulated by the average of 7.35 to 7.45. So this is because the minor changes in acidity may have devastated the protein stability and biochemical processes. So normal cellular metabolism constantly produces and excretes the carbon dioxide into the blood. Now this carbon dioxide combines with water to make carbonic acid, which dissociates in hydrogen ions and bicarbonate. So this is the equation I'm going to show you. Equation CO2 मतलब जो carbon dioxide છે normal cellular metabolism ની અંદર જે constantly produce થાય છે અને excrete થાય છે into the blood, which combines to water, which is H2O, and which forms the carbonic acid H2CO3, right? હવે આ H2CO3 જે છે which dissociates into the hydrogen ion H plus and bicarbonates, right? So this is the equation. This is the right side and this is the left side. So what does it mean કે જે હોમિયોસ્ટેસિસ છે અથવા તો જે ઇક્વિલિબ્રિયમ છે એની અંદર જે બધા કોમ્પોનન્ટ્સ છે આ ઇક્વેશનની અંદરના એટલે CO2 and H2O and here H plus and HCO3 minus, તો it should be coexisted all the time, right? So as we know, pH is basically a function of the hydrogen ion concentration. More hydrogen means more acidity and lower pH. So normal metabolism therefore constantly makes the blood acidic. The body must react to keeping the pH within the normal limits. So this can be achieved by two mechanisms. First is the pulmonary regulation and the second is the renal regulation. So elimination of carbon dioxide through exhalation, જે આપણે બધાને ખબર છે, and the amount of carbon dioxide exhaled by the lungs is regulated in response to changes in the acidity. A decrease in pH is sensed by the central or arterial chemoreceptors and it leads to the deeper and faster breathing. More CO2 is exhaled by that and less hydrogen is made. That is how blood acidity decreases and blood pH returns to normal. So pulmonary regulation is usually fast, which affects within minutes to hours. And second is the renal regulation. So excretion of hydrogen ion and reabsorption of bicarbonates by kidneys are being done. The kidneys controls blood pH by adjusting the amount of excreted acids and reabsorb bicarbonates. So renal regulation is slower in comparison to the pulmonary regulation. It usually takes days to respond to the pH disturbances. So although all of the plasma bicarbonates is filtered in the glomerulus during the first step of the urine formation, literally all of the reabsorbed material back into the blood. So most of this reabsorption happens in the proximal tubule. The amount of reabsorbed bicarbonate in proximal tubule is regulated via the number of mechanism in response to change in blood pH. So it increases during acid loads and decreases during the alkaline loads. Well, the proximal tubules basically returns filtered bicarbonates back to blood. The downstream collecting duct generate new bicarbonate by the actively secreting acids. As protons are depleted from the distal tubular cells, the equation shifts to the right, producing more bicarbonates which then exit into the blood. I'm talking about the equation change. વધારે HCO3 मतलब bicarbonates produce થાય, right? Hydrogen ions secreted into the lumen combine with urinary buffers, mainly filtered phosphate and ammonia to the excreted in urine. The ammonia buffering system is particularly important because unlike phosphate, which is filtered in fixed amount from the plasma and can be depleted during the high acid loads. Ammonia production is regulated in the response to the changes into acidity, and this concentration may increase several folds when it's necessary. Blood pH is the main regulation of acidic secretion. When potassium chloride concentration and several hormones like aldosterone or angiotensin II are also playing an important role. So also there are pathological changes which may occur during this acid-base disturbances, which is called acidosis and alkalosis. Acidosis refers to a process that causes increased acidity, while alkalosis refers to that causes increased alkalinity. It is not uncommon in patient to have several processes going on at once. So some of them in opposite direction is happening too. It resulting in plasma pH, it may be normal to acidic, which is called the acidemia, or too basic, which is called the alkalemia. Acid-base disturbances જેને આપણે acidosis and alkalosis કહ્યું છે. તો it is also of two types, respiratory alkalosis and acidosis and metabolic alkalosis and acidosis. So acidosis may result from inadequate function of the lungs, which causes arterial carbon dioxide to accumulate. This is respiratory acidosis. On the other hand, metabolic acidosis may result from the excessive production of metabolic acids, ingestion of the acids, and decreased ability of the kidney or loss of the alkali. Metabolic acidosis characterized by decrease in the plasma bicarbonate. Alkalosis can either be respiratory and metabolic, as I have told you before. So respiratory alkalosis is caused by the increased ventilation, resulting in excessive exhalation of the carbon dioxide. Metabolic alkalosis can result from excess loss of acids through the kidneys or GI tract, bicarbonate retention, or the ingestion of the alkali. Metabolic alkalosis is characterized by the primary increase in the plasma bicarbonate. So this was all about the acid-base balance. So though this question is not being asked in any of your exams, but it can be asked in future. So we have gone through this. At the same time, it is required to go through it because it may be asked in your viva. So this was it. Let me know if you're having any query regarding this.